You're listening to the Podcast Detroit Network. Visit www.podcastdetroit.com for more information.
This is episode 205 of the one and only IT and the D Show. Guests this week include Michelle Gilbert. She's the VP of PR for Comcast. Going to be talking about a bunch of cool programs and new technology that's coming out. And also, we are joined by our friends Andy and Joshua from the Detroit.
Is he still our friend?
I don't know. He's been trashing me since he got here. Andy and Joshua from the Detroit Bus Company. They haven't been here since they were at the old Ferndale studio.
Yeah.
And when we opened up Detroit Applebee's.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. You know why he's angry? Because he's not in the picture with me, you, Billy, and Nuri. But hey, we got a bunch of other stupid stories and breaches and all the good stuff IT guys talk about. So, Dave, you may fire when ready.
You're listening to the Podcast Detroit Network. Visit www.podcastdetroit.com for more information.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
I'm Wyatt, that's Gary, you're Bob, and you're Dave. This is the IT and the D Show.
This is Max Headroom, and what you're about to witness is one of the most sinister-sounding intros to a trailer to one of the greatest epics ever.
This is Billy D. Williams. Bob and Dave and I are enjoying a Colt 45 right now. And remember, IT in the D, it works every time.
Where do you guys think you are? The Library of Congress? Detroit? Beyond the sun? Any of those right?
Take him to Detroit. No, not Detroit. No, please. Anything but that. No.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Then don't come. Shut up.
Hi, this is Christy Swanson, and you're listening to the IT in the D Show. And Bob and Dave touch my hoo-hoos.
What happens when you tap the angry beaver in the bunghole?
Exactly.
Come on. Christ. What the hell with this? I'm calling a break. We'll come back to the D Show.
This is Guilfoyle from Silicon Valley, and the only two guys I hate more than Dinesh are Bob and Dave. Suck it, guys.
What's up, everybody? This is Billy Zapka. Sweep the leg. Listening to IT and the D Show. No mercy.
I may have to wipe the geek off.
Hi, this is Kelly LeBrock from Weird Science. So, Bob and Dave, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
Are we at a break yet?
Hey, this is Zach McGowan from Planet Earth. You're listening to IT and the D Show.
Hi, I'm Ernie Hudson, and you're listening to IT and the D. All you nerds out there.
Nerds.
What is a nerd?
I'm a nerd, and I'm pretty proud of it.
Hey, Detroit, this is Anthony Michael Hall. You're listening to my buddies Bob and Dave on IT in the D.
This is Scott Steiner, Big Pump Pump. The IT in the D Show is your hookup. Holler if you hear me.
You're in your underwear? I'm in my underwear. Hey, let's hang out.
No, I'm sorry, honey. I have a headache.
I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
Hey, everybody. This is Tony Todd. What's happening? You may know me from Candyman, The Rock, Sushi Girls, Zoom, Night of the Living Dead. A lot of pop culture media madness. Anyway, you're listening to IT in the D Show. Business.
I'm totally into Dave, but not so much Bob.
This is Robert Hayes, the Jet Striker to my mother. When I'm not hanging out at the Magumbo bar, I'm listening to the IT and the D Show. It's worse than Detroit.
Is there such thing as a meat hangover?
I love my Monday meat steak.
Hey, folks, this is WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're listening to the IT and the D Show. Tough guy. Ho!
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
The question isn't what are we going to do. The question is what aren't we going to do.
Ludicrous speed! Sir, had you better buckle up? Now buckle this! Ludicrous speed! Go!
Welcome back. Thank you once again for listening. This is the one and only IT in the D Show. This is episode 205, broadcasting live here at Podcast Detroit in Studio One in beautiful Royal Oak, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy hanging out with Dave the Geek, Nuri the FNG, Randy I Do the Twitters Walker is in studio. Find us online, itinthed.com. Like us on the Facebook, follow us on the Twitters, and subscribe to us anywhere fine podcasts are sold.
Well, and don't forget, Thursday night we will be at Nancy Whiskey, which we always love to be at Nancy.
Telemordu for all the people.
Is it because of whiskey that we like Nancy Whiskey?
That's one of the many reasons.
Segment 2, we're going to be joined by Michelle Gilbert. She's the VP of PR for Comcast, one of our old friends. She, there's always new stuff coming out, and we love talking to her.
Yeah.
And then we got Andy and Joshua here from Detroit Bus Company. Hasn't been in studio in probably a good year and a half.
Yeah, seems about right.
Compelling event happened on the internets. And I reached out and he's going, dude, you got to come back in studio.
I feel like we should have had him as a guest on Meatball and done that there.
We can also. We can also.
So, hey, before we get rolling, shift into a higher gear with prices starting at $1,465. HP workstations offer maximum performance through unique technologies, allowing you to go beyond the basics to maximize your productivity and to make IT management easy. HPZ workstations are highly customizable, offering a range of features that you can mix and match to build your ideal configuration. It's the flexibility and functionality you need to easily expand to suit your evolving needs into the future. Not to mention, HP offers free shipping and returns every day, as well as free customer support 24/7 by 365. Get your professional advice and support from the ones who know HP products the best anytime. Right now, you can get an exclusive offer just for our listeners. You get 15% off select HP workstations with the Intel Core i5 processor when you go to hp.com/IT&D and enter code IT&D at checkout. How nice to have a URL that's actually clean, simple,
Are there
easy.
any dashes or punctuation marks on it?
Nothing whatsoever.
My email when I worked at HP was bobw@hp.com. And I was like, how the hell did you get that? And I said, well, there's a guy in Australia that had it. He quit. And I happened to ask for it the week after he quit. And,
perfect.
Absolutely.
So, hey, but that discount is only valid through the end of the month. That's July 31st. So whether you have a small business that's looking to grow or you're already established and ready to take the next step, HP workstations with their Intel Core i5 processors are for you. So one more time, that's hp.com/IT&D. Enter code IT&D to get 15% off select HP workstations.
You know,
Too late.
It's getting to the point where I'm getting tired, sick and tired of everyone needing to follow my every move everywhere I go to have your damn app on my phone.
Don't flatter yourself, Bob. It's not just you.
It's an aggregate, though. It's metadata.
It's me. It's not. They don't like you. They like me. No, but Facebook.
Well, they're just trying to sell you more T-shirts, Bob.
I buy all of them. No, I didn't buy those cool ad ones with the 80s logos. So mad. I'm like, oh my God. Andy, every time on Facebook, they know me. They will give me the T-shirts, and it'll be like, I have to own this.
All of them.
All of them. Like 50% of T-shirts I see on Facebook and those sponsored ads I buy.
We should push them our T-shirts.
No, I don't. Yours aren't cool, though.
Oh, you should see the new ones. Hey, he made them. He designed them.
But Facebook went beyond. Like, I think they just think they can get away with anything these days.
Well, yeah.
And
they can.
They just dropped a enable find Wi-Fi
in Facebook. Which
is fine, and I'm not really mad at you. And it shows you little map pop-ups where there's free Wi-Fi accounts. But then comes the little reading part, which really gets interesting. And I quote, "This allows Facebook to build a history of precise locations received through your device."
You probably don't want to enable that.
No.
They already know, right? So when you use Messenger or use Facebook, you have your geolocation on. It's like default, right?
Grinder.
It's you. Yeah, right. It's the age-old, maps better work, and you better not follow me or track where I go.
Right, don't you dare turn off my GPS, but if you keep records of where I am, I'm going to be
Google Maps already keeps a track of everywhere I go.
I actually used the Facebook Wi-Fi thing in rural nowhere Virginia, and it was awesome. I needed to log in to finish payroll, and I found some steakhouse 5 miles away that had free Wi-Fi, ate a steak. I don't care if they have my data.
What's interesting, though, the theory is this started back in November of 2016, so they rolled it out to a limited beta, and now they know what businesses you hang out at. Mm-hmm. They can give you better targeted ads.
Sure.
Why are they doing this? It's all about ads.
Because again, if you're not paying for a service, you are the service.
Yeah. I already tweet and post on Instagram which businesses I'm at, so no big deal to me.
Well, Foursquare owned that, because we had to be the damn mayor of our stupid corner bars. We fought for it.
Oh,
I was
man,
the mayor
that was so
of your,
good.
I was the mayor of your house.
I was the major mom.
It was. But like we
You got
loved.
so mad at me. That was beautiful.
Here's the thing: like, if you're Foursquare right now, like we loved Foursquare, everyone did. Then you made it Swarm, and everyone stopped using it, and it became it's nothing.
Well, I use Yelp now for the same thing, like checking in on Yelp.
But I hate Yelp. Someone else do something like this.
Yeah,
it's not asshole. Because I'm sick and tired of Yelp. I was at one of the best restaurants I've ever been to this weekend. And I wanted to write a 5-star review.
Country Buffet?
Yes. No, Golden Corral. Yeah.
Jeez.
And there's like all these reviews. It's the classic reviews we hate, Dave. It's I've been coming here for years, and it always was great. But this one time, 1 star.
Right.
Like, what? Like, the reason.
Where were you all those other times?
The only reason I wrote a review, the
Jackass.
couple behind us was complaining that they wanted to get everything comped. She's like, I ordered first I said I wanted a Captain and Coke, then I wanted a Jack, then I said I wanted a Captain, and you gave me a Jack, and I didn't want that, so you better take that off the bill. I'm like, if you're a Captain or a Jack guy, you ain't both unless
Unless you're just an alcoholic.
That too. Well, no, that's me, but I'm simple about my alcoholism.
Well, and if you had the presence of mind, if you had that indecisive moment where you were like, do I want a Captain and Coke or a Jack and Coke, whichever one shows up, just drink it and shut up. How hard is that?
It's the whiskey of sorrows and the rum of sorrows.
Right.
It's the same thing.
It's the easy and the one thing. So we're talking about stuff spying on you. Here's an interesting one. So I was updating my apps and Alexa popped up, and Alexa wanted to connect to my phone and my contacts. And I said, F you, you stupid sumbitch.
Is that one of the buttons on the screen that popped up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, on the app.
That's right. Yes, no, F you.
You sumbitch. I was channeling my inner Smokey the Bandit.
That's right. You dirty whore, no.
And apparently, the guy in New Mexico enabled this feature. Right, where he enabled his contacts.
No.
He says he did.
Well, no. So if you're talking about the story that I think you're talking about, the one that we were bouncing back and forth, he was beating up his girlfriend.
Right.
And at one point he said, "Did you call the cops on me, or did you call the sheriff on me?"
Right,
Alexa dialed 911. It wasn't a contact from his phone or anything. Alexa dialed 911.
Well, Alexa or Amazon is trying to say he turned this feature on.
They're backpedaling and saying that's the thing.
Well, like, I'm going to put the sheriffs as a contact on my phone as if.
In me, it would call the 80s band, and you'd get a nice recording of When I'm With You.
How does Alexa have, like, I have Google Home, so it's not the same thing.
Right.
How does it have, like, phone access? Or do you have to...
No, I told you that when it asked me on the latest update.
So it pairs to your
phone. It asked me
in some
permission to add contacts, I'm like, usually I'm allow, and then I'm like, oh no, deny.
You could be like, call my wife or call the studio.
And and if I'm going to call my wife, I'm going to do it from the phone in my goddamn pocket, not from my Alexa underneath the TV. Like, who's stupid? Like, when do I not have my phone on me where I need to use the stupid Bluetooth speaker?
What if you lose your phone in your couch and you have to call yourself?
I'll dig the phone out and I'll pick up some popcorn and some gummy bears and I'll call my wife. No, but how stupid is that? Like, when you not have your phone on you, I don't need any device in my home to call for me. Anything. Ever. No.
Dude, it's one more hands-free, one more lazy society. I don't want to, It's like, having the phone number pop up on your screen so you know who's calling as caller ID. It's just one more step.
No. I don't care.
Speaking of, I watched, have you guys seen The Circle, the movie? It's based on a young adult fiction book about a girl who works at a company that's strangely like Google and how they basically are trying to take over the world of information. And, like, having worked at Google, it gave me chills, like, all night long. It was the most ridiculous thing. So check it out. It's called The Circle. It's Tom Hanks in it.
Tom Hanks, yeah.
Ah, so good.
So here's an interesting precedent. We get into legal stuff once in a while.
Hold on, real quick. Speaking of movies, I finally sat down and watched Alien Covenant.
Yeah?
Has anybody seen that?
I missed it.
Dude, it's such a giant barrel of monkey spit.
Prometheus was good, though. I liked it.
So did I.
This is worse than Prometheus?
I literally laughed out loud at what were supposed to be some of the more serious moments in the movie.
Come on.
Without spoiling it, but newborn alien, but you're going to flash back to the Matrix because all of a sudden, hey, I know Kung Fu.
Mama.
No, the alien knows Kung Fu.
Right.
And, does, spinning kicks.
Got Chuck implants?
And that, dude,
I missed that show.
It was great.
I totally missed Chuck.
I for Jimmy McKnight, and I love him to death, I rented Power Rangers on Saturday. And Jimmy, here's 2 middle fingers to you, bud, because that movie was a pile. That movie was a pile of bag. It was. I'm sorry, it just wasn't. And I grew up with that stupid show.
It had issues, but it wasn't that bad.
It was awful. It was awful, Randy. It was really, really, really bad.